So, you know, that's really what the movement's about. You call them a to their face and you go about your day-to-day life. This is America. You're not going to starve me. You're not going to kill me. You're not going to scare me into not exercising my freedom of speech. I'm going to push the envelope as much as I can. I'm not inciting violence. When they chimp out, I call them a chimp. Shut up, dumbass.
I mean, hey, we're chimping out. This man will one day receive the Congressional Medal of Honor for his bravery.
Would you go back to Africa for $100,000? You could chill in your mud hut. You could eat the monkey heads.
For sure. Definitely.
We'll start a GoFundMe. We'll start a GoFundMe for all of you.
They didn't catch on to the fact that he was trying to be racist, but we gotta stop letting them do stuff like this. So the other day I was on X, right? And one of those black fatigue videos popped up on my timeline. And it really made me realize something. They have no idea why they hate us. Like, there's no legitimate reason behind any of it. They'll say stuff like, oh, it's because of how you guys act when you're out in public. But every group of people do that. It's not just us. Then they'll say things like, oh, because it's because you guys steal. You guys steal a lot. Every race does that. It's not just black people. The problem is y'all just don't like us to begin with, and the actions of one individual, you put that on the entire community. That's like me saying all black women are terrible because I may have had one bad experience with a black woman. At the end of the day, you just had a bad experience with that individual person. But what's odd to me is they're not even basing their hatred for us off of personal experiences. They're basing their hatred off of inherited lies and social media stereotypes, not reality. And me saying that is honestly minimizing it because it runs much, much, much deeper than that. But for this specific video, I'm just gonna focus on the ones that I listed. So if you don't know it already, there's a lot of videos that get posted about us daily on different social media platforms, but more specifically X, because it allows a lot more than other platforms do. And of course, with that comes racist people that join the platform just for the sole purpose of spreading their trash rhetoric against black people. On this platform, everything that we do gets flipped into something negative. It doesn't matter what it is, I promise you. What does yellow even mean at a gender reveal? Statistically speaking, it could mean abortion.
My name is Shanette Rivera, and I'm the owner here at Unique Kids Preschool. We do accept infants to VPK and even after school.
Are they serious? I wouldn't send my dog there. First lesson, how to steal a wallet. Carnival Cruise boarding line. This is the gayest I've ever seen. Motel 8 of the Seas. I hope you're understanding the point that I'm trying to make here. Whether we do something good or bad, it's gonna be a problem either way. It's actually kind of funny when you think about it because they're confused. They don't know. If we're graduating, that's a problem. If we get high-paying jobs, that's a problem. It doesn't matter what we do. It's always gonna get flipped into something negative. And the thing about these racist white people is they're extremely passive-aggressive. In person, they'll never have this same energy. But when they get behind that screen, it's a whole different story.
Let's say you had like 100 rats in like in a cage, and 13 of those rats were causing 60% of the issues in that cage. What should we do with those 13 rats? Why do you think fried chicken fast food places are more likely to succeed in high crime rate areas?
Because of black folks.
Because of black people.
What, you're saying they're violent? You're saying they're criminals?
No, I'm just saying your question is kind of like.
You see what I mean? They're extremely passive-aggressive. Just ask the question you really want to ask. Stop trying to disguise it behind other things.
I do. I need to do better. Do better, ladies.
A few moments later.
Which question?
Whatever question you want to ask, bro. Ask.
Which question? I was asking people today about the transgender shooter.
No, I want to know about the black questions that you be asking these girls about the black people. Ask me those questions. Whatever you want to ask, bro.
I mean, you know them. Which one?
Whatever you want to ask, bro. I ain't nobody to play with. Whatever you want to ask, bro. Because I met you now. I'm out here. You be out here trying to clown black people.
I don't clown
yes,
them. I'm asking
no, you be trying. You know what you be doing, bro. You know what you be doing, bro.
Ask everyone the questions about
I don't care what you, all that smart shit you trying to do. I don't care about none of that, bro. It's Big Gucci out here. Now ask me the same question.
Which one do you want?
Whatever you want to ask. Don't get scared. Ask the same question.
You know
ask all the black girls. You the one doing the interview. You the one doing the interview, buddy.
The 13 one?
I'm not gonna run up on you. I'm not gonna run up on you. Don't get scared. Ask the question.
Scared, bro.
You're scared, bro. Ask the question. Watch how you talk about black people, bro.
See what I mean? When it's in person, they get tongue-tied. They hate confrontation. Most racist white people never built their beliefs themselves. They inherited them. Whether that be from their parents, their grandparents, school, church, their neighborhood, whatever it is. They were fed stereotypes about us before they even met us. And that's not giving them any type of excuse at all. So don't think that's what I'm trying to do. A lot of times the racism feels normal to them and they can't explain it.
I grew up racist, but I did not know that I was racist. Racism for me started at church. I grew up missionary Baptist and was led to believe that black people were black because of the curse of Ham. And that's in Genesis, if you're not familiar with it, but Abraham got drunk in a tent, was naked. Ham went in and saw him, told his brothers, and then he was cursed because of sinning upon his dad, whatever. And that's why he was black. And somehow that was justified excuses for slavery. And my church taught me that.
No, shut up.
No!
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No!
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
I physically go and I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic
They
and
get all
historical
kinds
reason
of
for why they're in
chances
that
and
position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
It's a lot harder for them to get to that
It doesn't
position.
matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. In that
You're
case,
calling people of color black animals. You're calling them animals. Are you kidding me?
I'm a white male. I was raised in Mississippi. The center of our town was called the Tree. It was popular because the trees were in the middle of this town. They were very old trees, and there had been lynchings that had taken place in those trees. Black people were not allowed to move to this area. My parents moved to there for that reason. I was raised a racist. The elementary school I went to, my 4th grade teacher, who was also the assistant principal, used the N-word in class pretty much every day to describe black.
And this is why I say they don't even know why they hate us. It's like a headless chicken running around. It's like a headless chicken running around a barn. It don't know where it's at, what it's doing, it's just running. When you're raised to believe that you're superior to other people, when you see those people succeed, you're gonna feel like it's an attack. They don't like that because in their eyes, we're supposed to be less than them. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. When we do succeed, that's a problem because they feel like they're superior. When we don't succeed, then it's haha, you're low IQ, I knew I was better than you. Either way, you just don't like us, bro. I wish they would just say that up front. Most racist people don't actually interact with black people at all. They don't work with us. They don't live near us. They try to figure out who we are through social media, stereotypes, and other racist people. Hatred grows in distance, not proximity. And that's why you see so many videos online of white people when they actually interact with us and get to know us. They say we're some of the coolest people they've ever met.
Black people are the cool. They make things cool. They're the culture drivers of America without question.
I've always felt more comfortable around black people.
Everything is revolved around black culture. And then you take it even further back to Europe when the Europeans didn't wash their ass. They were eating rats. They didn't even know how to grow any food. Like, they didn't know how to do shit. Also, us cave dwellers would not even exist if it wasn't for black people because they were the first people on Earth. Like, YT people wouldn't even be here right now if it wasn't for black people.
Black people are some of the most caring, resilient, respectful, intelligent people you can ever meet. But that's exactly why they're so afraid. They fear losing control over the narrative. Because at the end of the day, racism was built to justify power. If black people are seen as equal, let alone exceptional, it undermines the whole entire foundation of white supremacy. So racist people cling to the hate because it protects their worldview. And a lot of times they'll know what they're doing is wrong, but they don't want to take the time to unlearn all of the bad habits. They'll rather just sit in their hatred because for them, it's easier to hate than it is to actually change and become a better human being overall. And not only that, but they project their own guilt. Instead of admitting what this country did to black people and are still doing to this day, they'll just blame us for it, even though we did nothing to deserve any of it. And when they project like that, they do it because it helps them avoid actually facing the truth. But they'll swear up and down that's not the case, even though we have history to prove everything.
Of course we pandered to blacks. They're in every TV commercial. They get more privileges to come into society. They come into every college on preferential with lower test scores. You can't ever say anything negative. You can lose your job. You have your entire life obliterated if you say something racist. And yet we have to hear about how racist we are? How about you take responsibility for your own actions instead of blaming the white man?
Black people are only 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders. Why?
I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
This guy only sounds smart to unintelligent people. God forgive me, but I'm so glad we don't have to hear that anymore. But like I was saying, at the end of the day, their hatred for us is based off of absolutely nothing.